Lady Louise Alice Elizabeth Mary Mountbatten Windsor was born on November 8, 2003, the first child of Prince Edward and Sophie, now the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh. Her arrival was dramatic. She was born prematurely through an emergency cesarean after complications, but from the beginning, she showed remarkable calm and resilience. While her cousins Prince William and Prince Harry were raised under constant public attention, her parents made a very different choice. They declined the title of princess for their children, allowing Lady Louise and her brother to grow up as normally as royal life could allow. At Bagshot Park, the family's 120-room home surrounded by the green countryside of Surrey, Louise enjoyed a peaceful childhood. Her parents focused on school runs, weekend walks, and part-time jobs instead of endless royal events. She developed a love for literature and history from her father and a strong sense of grace and duty from her mother. But perhaps her deepest influence came from her grandfather, Prince Philip, who shared with her his great passion for carriage driving. By her teenage years, she was competing in events using the very carriages once driven by the late Duke himself. When Lady Louise joined the University of St. Andrews in 2022, it naturally drew attention. After all, that was where Prince William had met Catherine Middleton 2 decades earlier. But unlike that headline-making romance, Louise's time at university began quietly. She moved into regular student housing, studied English literature, and blended easily into campus life. Yet, it was there that whispers began about a friendship that might have turned into something more. A fellow student named Felix, his last name kept private by friends, was said to come from a respectable old English family. Known for his easy charm and modesty, Felix reportedly met Louise through mutual friends in the university's equestrian society. What started as friendly study sessions soon grew into a quiet but meaningful relationship. By her second year, people began to notice how often Felix attended her carriage driving events, not in an official royal box, but standing among the crowd, applauding her from a distance. It was a simple gesture, but one that spoke volumes: devotion without display, affection without performance. Their connection reminded many royal watchers of the deep and steady bond between Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip in their youth. Louise's connection to her grandfather was particularly special. When she was just 15, he personally taught her how to master the balance and precision of carriage driving. After his passing in 2021, she honored him by driving his carriage during a moving tribute, showing poise and maturity beyond her years. Reports suggest Felix was quietly present that day, offering his support without seeking attention. Friends describe him as respectful of her royal background but grounded enough not to be swept up in it. Those who have seen the two together mention how natural and relaxed they are in each other's company. Two young people who genuinely enjoy each other's presence, far from the drama often tied to royal love stories. The history of the royal family is filled with complicated romances, some joyful, some heartbreaking. From Edward VIII giving up the throne for love to Princess Margaret's forbidden affair and Princess Diana's turbulent marriage, love and duty have rarely gone hand in hand for the Windsors. Yet Prince Edward and Sophie's own marriage has become one of quiet success and stability. Married for more than 25 years, they built their life on respect, privacy, and balance rather than spectacle. That same grounded approach seems to have influenced Lady Louise's choices. Rumors of her engagement to Felix began when she was seen wearing a delicate ring during the Royal Windsor Horse Show. The whispers only grew louder when Felix reportedly accompanied her to Balmoral over the summer. While palace officials remain silent, insisting Lady Louise is focused on her studies, sources close to the family hint that her parents are quietly pleased. Whether the rumors are true or not, the public fascination has already begun. Some believe Felix comes from an old Scottish family. Others claim he's the son of a retired diplomat. What seems consistent is that he's known for his humility, intelligence, and deep love of the outdoors. He's said to study environmental sciences and often volunteers with conservation groups in the Scottish Highlands. If he truly is the man in Lady Louise's life, he represents a refreshing new kind of partner, rooted in tradition but forward-thinking, discreet yet confident. Though Louise is technically 14th in line to the throne, her life has remained far removed from the pressures of royal celebrity. She has no social media, gives almost no interviews, and keeps her public appearances minimal. That quiet strength and grace have earned her admiration both inside and outside royal circles. If her engagement is indeed real, it would symbolize a subtle but meaningful shift within the monarchy, one that values authenticity over glamour and connection over convention. This new chapter would also reflect King Charles III's vision of a more streamlined royal family: fewer titles, more substance, and a focus on genuine service. Louise's rumored love story fits perfectly into that idea. She represents the bridge between the old world and the new, a royal who honors her family's traditions while quietly shaping her own future. As autumn settles over Windsor, the image of Lady Louise driving her late grandfather's carriage across misty fields feels symbolic. The past guiding the present. The reins firmly in her hands. Whether or not her engagement to Felix is officially confirmed, her story has already captured the public imagination, not because it's scandalous or extravagant, but because it feels real. In a world where royal life is often dictated by duty, Lady Louise's quiet grace and rumored love offer something far more powerful: the promise of a future built on choice, character, and sincerity.